Welcome to another episode of Drinking Gone Right. I'm your host, Jason Mahoney. And today in front of us, we've got the Sazerac Straight Rye Whiskey. It's got 45% alcohol by volume or 90 proof. The name Sazerac was actually the nation's first craft cocktail. It was made famous in the coffee houses back in New Orleans, back in the 1800s. Back then, though, it was made with brandy and not rye whiskey like we have in front of us today. Now let's take a look at the Sazerac Rye Whiskey. Whew, I mean, look at that beauty. Just golden, amber, just glistening. And the ring light that I have in front of us, it just begs for us to take a drink, and we will get there shortly. But first, let's take a big whiff of the nose. But before we drink with our mouths, we drink with our other senses. Light oak, some rye, a pinch of pepper. Overall, a very inviting nose that makes me say, I want to take a drink of this particular rye. And some rye whiskey drinkers may be surprised at the smoothness of it. So let's take a drink of the Sazerac Rye Whiskey. I love letting it roll across my tongue because then you get the vanilla, the caramel, the clove. The mouthfeel is light, but very rewarding and has an overall smoothness that non-rye drinkers, as I mentioned, will be surprised by, and maybe some rye drinkers as well. The finish, clean, balanced, hints of dark fruit that linger momentarily. The finish, it just makes my mouth water. And coming in at 90 proof, this is not a alcohol bomb. It's very smooth. You can drink it straight. You can drink it on the rocks. You can drink this in craft cocktails. I love a smoked old fashioned with a rye whiskey, and this one is absolutely perfect for a smoked old fashioned. Overall, this is a fantastic rye that competes with some of the best out there like Whistle Pig, but this does have an advantage. It does come under the price point by a decent amount, which in my opinion boosts this up quite a bit. Overall, I'm a big fan of what Buffalo Trace does across the board, and the Sazerac Rye is another fantastic chapter in the book of bourbon and whiskey that they have written, and I give the Sazerac Rye a 3.75 out of 5. Cheers, friends.